guys, and welcome back to She Lies, Love, Lust, Butt Plugs, all the good shit and more. Apologies about last week, smashed my phone, so technical difficulties, but you're in for a double whammy this week. So this first little snippet, I'm not sure how long it's going to go on for, is my Q&A. So I've been getting some questions, some just thoughts, some like, what do you think I should do with this, blah, 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 via Facebook, email, all kinds. And don't worry, it's all anonymous, names, places, things will all be changed for discreetness. But though I thought I'd read you some of my Q&As today, tell you my advice I've been giving out, share the wealth and all that crap. So first one, guy meets girl, falls head over heels. Things become quickly apparent that she is a bit of a bellend. As I can describe her, is thinks she's hotter than she is, needs more attention than she does, because the validation of other people make her feel great. That's my kind of opinion of her anyway. Anyway, she's not from round here, so he's from back where? So he has to go back, visit and all this stuff. Anyway, things start deteriorating, things become cunty. He notices his best mate's texting her while they're sat next to each other. And it all comes to a head, doesn't it? So best mate is cheating on his fucking with his missus, twat. Anyway, she's still got things around his heartstrings, so you know what it's like. And also, I always do believe two things, guys. 3-month rule. Girls cannot maintain non-mental, crazy, weird, psychotic bitches for more than 3 months. 3 to 6, yeah? See them. Do not put any labels on it until you have hit that 3-monther. Because, yeah, they'll be whatever you fucking want them to be for the first 3 months, mate. 100%. And then the fucking mental starts coming out. It's 3 months. Anyway. Also, when you are head over heels in that way, I know it's like you've got to, I always feel like if you don't properly shut that box, those are the kind of things that keep you up at night. You know, when you go, I did try everything. I feel like I tried everything I possibly could have to have sorted that out. And then that box is shut, and then you can kind of move on properly. If you're like, oh, what? Those are the things that fucking get you in your fucking head. Anyway, goes back to try with this girl again. Anyway, luckily through this girl, he meets another girl who's really, really fucking sound. But remember, she is friends with the ex, yeah? But that tells you something. The ex was a fucking nightmare. If you're mental, how mental is your mate? Anyway, meets there's a classic that adds on Facebook, forgets about it, leaves it. It's about a year ago, so leaves it. Only fucking bumps into her at fucking festival, doesn't he? And they have a smasher, right? Fucking everything's working out, dancing, hanging out, getting fucked up, fucking the whole shaboodles, right? And I did say, yeah, but remember you're fucked at a festival. Everything's fucking easy and wicked and whoop-de-doo, and you ain't got work. You got fucking drugs, drink, booze, dancers, girls, everything you fucking need on tap. And you don't have to think realistically about like the real world. So of course it's going to be great. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hold on a second. Getting a festival boyfriend or girlfriend is sometimes peak. You're like, I only have to see you, treat you amazing for 3 days and never see you again. Apart from, I've had one of those before, yeah. And I get bumping into her at the same festival. I was like, me and you with this fucking weekend. Yeah. Now, as I said before, this girl is a mate of his ex's. And never underestimate the duff, the designated ugly funny friend. You know that girl that's like, you're not into, but they're your girlfriend's funny mate or like whatever. Mate, they know all the other girls. They know everyone. The duffs are useful. Anyway, this guy's kind of sweet. They've done some little like gay trips and that. It's all got a bit lovey-dovey and like, yeah, it sounds like it was a special fucking weekend. Now, his question was, how do you feel about friends of ex-lovers and relationships? Now, this is a difficult one to broach, isn't it, really? Because I'll just broach my opinion first, and I'll give you my advice on what I gave to him. So, remember, guys, you can fuck anyone, right? If you're one of those girls that fucks your ex-boyfriend's best mate just because you're a prick, If you just want to fuck someone just because you can go, I fucked your girlfriend, you're a prick, right? It's sex. You can fuck anyone. It's not really the point. Like, unless we're talking they're a 9 or a 10. Like a fucking unicorn. I'm like, you only get one chance of a unicorn and I've only seen 3, so I'd ride that unicorn into next week, mate. But I'm not usually that bothered if it goes somewhere. Sounds weird, because I think a lot of girls would be on the other spectrum. I've had a couple of my mates come up to me and been like, Jen, mate, I'm really interested in so-and-so. We've been chatting a bit, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, go for it. If you actually think, like, it's going somewhere, like, I know you, I know them, I want you to be happy, sick, be wicked. Because look at our crew in general, right? There's been loads of couples over the years, 10 years ago, who was dating who, right, blah, blah. And now either they're, you know, when they get with someone, you're like, that's who you were meant to be with. Nothing that there was ever wrong with their ex, or they had a great time with them. But, you know, you're like, that was your one. There, I see it now. Fucking X1 and X2 weren't the right ones, but that's the right fit, yeah? I'd much rather see one of my exes happy. But I'm telling you now, girl, if you just fuck that, if there's just girls forget as well, right? Guys usually are way more emotional than they say they are. A fuck just isn't a fuck to a lot of guys, actually. Because, like, usually I find in our crew, it's like, it's 50-50 in it. Usually in our crew, there is the guys that are, like, literally, you don't know it and nobody knows it, but really their self-esteem is so low. But there's, like, if they get with a girl, they like the fucking girl, yeah? Like, even if it's only 10%, they still like him enough, right? Or we got the complete man whores who fuck anything. But that, they don't really count, you know what I mean? But, so, if they're already showing interest in my mate or chatting, they're all, yeah, I'm cool with that, I'm happy with that. But if either of one of them fucks them over, I'll put my fucking 2 cents in. Second thing, timing, yeah? Do not just, 10 days after, be like, bam, I found someone. Because that ain't been happening for 10 days, guys. I'm telling you now. That, and I mean, bam, it's, dating, not just fucking, right? You can find it 10 hours, mate. Come on. But, that's timing, yeah? You've got to build it up. And if you actually care about the person who the ex-partner cares, or the friend apparently cares, I think there should be a little conversation, or just a little, heads up. Make it worth it. If you're just going to fuck them, be like, you could fuck anyone. Why do you have to fuck my ex? You could fuck anyone. Why do you have to fuck... That, for me, personally, especially if it's recent, within, the first 3 months, it's a power play. It's like, what? You fuck them, so you think you are better than the last 10 years I've had with them. I fucking highly doubt your half an hour in the fucking toilet was better than my... Do you know what I mean? But it would still wind me up a bit. I'd be like, seriously? It would feel like a bit of disrespect. But also, some girls, I wouldn't have an issue. It's more a timing thing. But, it is a power play. It's and I fucking hate that bullshit, right? Now, who we were chatting about, his initial ex sounds like a bit of she was cheating on him with your best mate, yeah? That's already a cunt move, right? Does this ex of yours deserve a conversation from? Depends how nice the new bird is. The new bird might be really sound and leave it up to her almost. But I wouldn't give her the fucking... I'd be like, nah, if I want your mate, you can fuck off. You didn't treat me with respect. Why should I treat you with respect? Get what you're given, or take the higher ground, because then you've always got that kind of then you look better with everyone. Also, yeah, take the higher ground, because your new girl's mates are going to know all of them lot. You don't want to look like a dick, especially if you don't know that crew. You want to take the higher ground. Yeah. Take the higher ground, mate. Play her at her own game. Oh, you think you can fuck me over, right? I'm going to make all of your mates now love me and go, why did you ever break up? Why did you ever treat him like that? That's it. That's a good little revenge, that. Just be you. Just be sound and be like, look, I think we should just give them both a heads up, blah, blah, blah. I think it's only sound. I don't really care what they say, but I think it's the non-hypocritical thing to do, because then, they might be riding their high horse, but you're riding their fucking unicorn, mate. Ooh. And also getting the new friends, because if your ex is... they all know each other, right? So you've got to get them on board, mate, because they've already heard what your ex has said. So, which could be a load of old shit, but you've still got to prove people wrong. And the best advice I can give you is just go and spend a bit of one-on-one time with all the essential mates. Like, I've had some person before be like, is your mate sound? Because he's dating my mate. And I'm like, why don't you fucking speak to him? You're asking me. Of course I'm going to tell you my mate's sound because I like this person. Why don't you go fucking speak to him for 10 minutes and see if you fucking like him, you twit. Then ironically, I was like, look. She's like, well, I'm talking to you because you're a girl. And I was like, because I'm a girl, does not make my opinion any more valid on whether someone sound. They're my mate. I think they're fucking sound. Of course they do. I wouldn't call them my mate otherwise. But why don't you walk on over, have a chat and make up your own mind like an adult? Fucking asking me, you've just met me. You don't fucking know if I'm sound. You're asking me because I'm a girl. Why? Because a vagina makes me sound, does it? Oh, girl. Vaginas make you so unsound. Trust a penis over a vagina any day. But I think it's all down to timing. I've seen some of my oldest friends get with people I never thought they'd get with now, and they're actually the happiest they've ever been. I've been like, that was the match. But yeah, no, I ain't got a problem with it. I think it's got to go somewhere though, and it's all about like, if it's recent, if it's within the first 3 months of the breakup, they're a cunt. They're a cunt. They're not your friend. Like, you couldn't wait. You couldn't, like, you, fuck off. Like, out of everyone on Tinder, like, you can get 1,000, you couldn't wait. No, fuck you. I was wasted. Fuck off. We've all been doing stuff far too long to use that excuse anymore. I blacked out. Bullshit. That's just lack of respect in my mind. But people getting together, like, I've seen some really happy matches before. I think it's all about, like, genuinely just being sound, and if you actually care about the person, or like the ex should, right? When people are like, my ex is a fucking prick, I'm like, you dated them for 4 years. They can't have been that fucking bad, can they? Why don't you just be nice? Why don't you just like not be a dick and throw out the dirty laundry? Just be like, they were a bit mental, I was a bit mental, we both fucked up on either sides. That's the way it goes. Or be like, no, something savage happened between us, really emotional, still care about him. You know, I can call him a prick, but you fucking can't. Now, the guys asked me as well, so what do I do with this girl now? It sounds like it's all sort of chilled out. See, in my opinion, invite her up to a couple of places where you are, mate. Be like, come up north fucking to this night. Throw out, not fucking all the time, like not needy weedy. Just be like once a month, right? It's gonna be a long game. You gotta play this. You like this go a long game. One time a month. Be like, this is fat night up. Come up, stay with me. Blah blah blah. One, because you're rekindling that kind of festival-y vibe thing. So it's a good place to start, because then you can go from the night out, getting wasted, dancing, blah blah, to the come down to the like chilling out and having normal time, and then seeing if they're actually like. Weird, but on the good side. The 1 to 10 of weird, not the 10 to 20 of weird. You know what I mean? And just throw the ball into her court. Let her fucking bat it back, because she might have just jumped into it. You don't know, blah blah blah. But like, keep that like door of contact open. Put the ball in her court precisely as well. Because also, mate, you're just coming down from a festival high. Also, you've got a backup there for when you go home. Like, if your ex is being a prick, you know you've got twinkle toes. Fucking, she's right there if you need her. My phone a friend fuck. My fucking ask the audience. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a good one to just keep there sometimes. Just have a little lap backup. And also, if your missus does, you know what I mean? Your ex-missus just really piss you off. You can just be a bit like, all right, I'm going home with fucking twinkle toes here. Do you know what I mean? There's... Yeah. The long game with that one, I would. Only because the feelings you had for at the festival was probably amazing and whatever, but it's festival romance, don't forget. Right, so that was my firsty one-y. I'll go on to number 2. As in, they don't want all their mates to know, but they are looking for someone, because guys, I'm telling you now, threesomes, right, from my experience, I'm always a 2 guy, 1 girl kind of. I'm greedy, all right, motherfuckers, so I have it the way I want. You know, boys, how you always want 2 girls? Yeah, I want fucking 2 guys, yeah? Nothing says I love you like Dr. Pepper, does it? No, I mean, most people, this is what I'm saying about know who you are and be proud of what you're into sexually. If you're not kinky, if you're a jealous person, don't have threesomes. If don't just say it because you think it's what your guy wants to hear. Let him just do you up the arse, like, or like, just end, like, if it's something that is going to literally fuck with your head, and I guarantee you now, guys, 80% of girls say they're fine with it and they're really not. 80. Like 80. Like actual girlfriends, like your partners. Like if it's just two random single girls, they're fucking keen as fuck. But what I mean is like your actual partners, I'm saying 80% aren't cool with it. And like in a fresh relationship, maybe it gets to about 50% after about 3 to 4 years when they're a bit more comfortable. But initially it's 80, I'm sure. Right. So this couple are looking for people to have threesome with, but they don't want other people to know. Now, my experience, 2 guys and 1 girl with me is always the winner. By the way, girls, do not underestimate and guys that are like, I don't do that because it's like you are missing out. Seriously. Anyway, sounds really fucked up, but usually guys' best mates, there is this bro code and they're usually sound enough and non-weird enough to have a threesome with you and it to not be weird. More of my friend threesomes throughout the years have been with my fella and his best mate or one of his really close good mates. Like, do you know what I mean? Where there is a level of understanding of like it ain't gonna be weird, and it never has been, to be fair. So I can vouch for that, depending on your boyfriend and his guy mates. Sometimes the boyfriends haven't been so good afterwards, to be fair. Like anyway, but like as in mates, that's what I'd go for. Now I was speaking to these guys, and it's not they're not a 2 guy 1 girl kind of situation. It's a 2 girl situation. Now you're running into muddy waters here, aren't you? Because 100% do not do your girlfriend's best mate. Do not even think about it ever. Because even if she's cool, the best mate, the girlfriend will forever think whenever you are alone with it will fuck so much shit up. I doubt, like I'm so, I could like put a large amount of money on that at some point. Maybe not initially, maybe not the first year, maybe not the second year, maybe but yeah, it will do some damage. That also, you got to find out if it's going to be 2 girls 1 guy. You got to find out what your missus is looking for, right? Because in my opinion, she's got to be fitter than me, right? Why do guys cheat on their girlfriends? Like when you got steak at home, why have kebab? And I know kebab is fucking easy and it's only $2.99 and it's only a fucking gin and tonic and the Weatherspoons and a toilet and it's that bam. I get that, but like it's insulting, mate. It's a bit like, are you fucking for real? If a Victoria's Secret model, a 10, a something that I am like in my wildest dreams, I couldn't even fucking fathom, I'd be like, damn, boy, like fair play. I totally get why you might never have that opportunity again. If you're fucking an 8, don't fuck a 6. You could fuck 1,000 6s. Like, what are you? It's in my opinion, it's solid. Some other girls like it the other way. I don't know why that is. I guess it's because then they still feel like they're hotter than them in some way. It's like, I'm not bothered really about what they look like. They can't suck dick like me, can they? So, I think they can't find your prostate in about 2 minutes like I can. But like, with the girl thing. So, what my suggestion was initially was, so Tinder, as we've spoken about before, is a really good place to be there. And they're like, oh yeah, but people will know us. Not if you make a couple's profile. You can have a photo of like, just like, also guys, remember tattoos, don't have your tattoos showing because it's a dead giveaway. But like, what I mean is like, I don't know, a bit of bicep, a bit of boobie, whatever. Make a profile on there and say like, couple looking for XYZ, please contact. Once you get the contacts, if it is one of your mates who contacts you, they don't know anything about you enough for it to come up, just ignore it. It's cool. It's done. Sorted, would be my opinion. The other thing is, I was talking to him about getting an escort. Escorts are long because half the time the escorts you're talking to are not the escorts you get. 3, most girlfriends want to build up a rapport. It's quite hard to do that unless it's literally like a brothel girl. But like, my recommendation would be like a mate of a mate, as in like, go to a night out in London, yeah? Stay at your mate's house. He's bringing his mate, but like, do you know what I mean? These are the way you can have those kind of conversations and start the dynamic. At least you don't have to fucking do it right then and there. But what I mean is, most girls don't want to have to walk into a room and see another girl that they've watched you plough. It's not exactly the nicest thing to be thinking about. Even if they were fucking ploughing with a fucking dildo on their face, you know. But I think it's that threat, that rara. If they're in a different fucking city, It's like, probably, like, the likelihood of you seeing them again is when it's organised. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. That would be my opinion. Escorts, 1, it's expensive. Like, for what it is. 2, you're never going to get what you actually want, like, from it. And 3, unless you're going, wow, I had the best threesome ever. Mainly because, well, anyway, went to Amsterdam, went, like, red light district. This is years ago, mine. I had, like, this 10 years ago. Anyway, went down with my fella at the time. Found a girl. Was like, want this girl, want that girl. Went in, arranged everything. Got it all laid out, what we wanted, how we wanted it, It was like fucking, well, like, you know what I mean? Bam, 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 bam. Right? The night before, right? Paid, done, bam. So, next evening, we just walked in and everything was ready. Buff, but oh my days. Best load of money I've ever spent on a fucking escort, for sure. Because it was all like, so no, there was none of that all like, oh, the awkward chatty, like, organising. It's like, we already know what's going on. Don't have to, like, and it was all like, yeah. Anyway, that was epic. So, my best bit of advice would be to set up a little Tinder profile initially and to see what's out there. And also let your girl be in control of it, do you know what I mean? But no, remember tattoo photos. And just make it as vague as pos, man. Vague as pos. Or you could change the fucking, what is it, the kilometre thing on it. So it's not in your area would be my recommendation. Oh, after the threesome thing, this kind of adds on quite nicely. Hi, Jem. On Tinder at the minute and loving it. Thanks for the advice about the photos. It works charm. Didn't put my best ones up and I feel really good about the photos I have put up. But I would say they're not my best ones and getting great response. Way! That's great feedback. Recently I've been contacted a few times by a few people that I shouldn't have. Ooh. And by shouldn't have, I don't just mean friends of my exes. Okay, well, we just kind of spoke about that. I'm talking... ex-bosses and people I know who have kids and families. Oh, shit. These people are ballsy. All I'm asking is, in this kind of situation, what should I do? After blowing them off in the politest way I can, it all seems to have died down. No more messages. Okay, so they're not like fucking hounding you, but I still kind of don't know what to do with the moral dilemma of me knowing something that I maybe shouldn't know. Yeah. Right. It's got 3 things to cover here. 1. They're on Tinder. Oh, excuse me. They're on Tinder or Hinge or whatever, right? Now, unless it's a body shot and, like, no fucking description and a thingy and they're being sneaky, right? I'm assuming these people are like, hi, I'm Bert. I don't know, Barry's brother, you know? And it's like, and everyone who saw that profile would know it's them, yeah? So, 1, any of the ones in relationships, there will be, if you are spotting it, your other mates will be spotting it too, surely. So there's 1 more done there. 2, I don't stir the pot, mate. Now hear me out here, people. It's not about not stirring the pot, right? Let's say I go out and I'm with my best mate, Bob. Yeah, Bob's got a girlfriend, but it's just me and Bob on a night out. Bob's on the dance floor and I see Bob snogging some bird, right? Best friend check, motherfuckers, right? It's not about going, it's about pulling Bob to one side and going, Bob, mate, you got fucking your missus at home, yeah? Are you really that pissed? You know what's going on, yeah? I don't give a shit. You get with who you do. Your life is you, yeah? But I've seen this shit. I'm not saying nothing, but are you sure? Do a best friend check. Do a mate check. Check your mate is either in the right frame of mind, knows what the fuck they're doing, and also someone is giving them the reality check. When you're all fucked up and wasted and, like, I don't know, abroad and Ibiza and, like, at a festival, nothing's real. Like, yeah, don't feel like reality is there. But sometimes someone actually giving a shit enough to also shows respect for your mate's missus a little bit. She might be a cunt, but just have a little bit of respect, because I'm telling you now, the way I work it is, all right, so I've seen Bob do that. Bob says, yeah, no, I'm cool, I know what I'm doing. Wicked, all right. Nothing gets mentioned again. 6 months on the line. Bob's missus goes, Jem, mate. Okay, yeah. Did you see Bob getting with someone on the dance floor that time we went out? I'm telling you now, I ain't lying for fucking no one, right? She has asked me a direct question. If she is already asking me the question, she already fucking knows, mate. 2, you could be my best mate, my brother, right? I won't stir the pot. I would have never, after seeing that, gone up to Bob's missus and told him. Not my fucking place, not my fucking business. But if she's coming to me, asking me one-on-one, after I've done a check-in, Bob, mate, I ain't lying for you. And if she's asking, she already knows. Now, if you do the check-in, right, and then Bob the next day goes, please don't. I'm not going to tell her, but I'm not why? Why should I protect your skin when I did a check-in? Hence why the check-in is so important. Otherwise, you then get put in the moral quandary of, please don't tell my missus if you see her. And then you're like, fuck, now I have to lie if I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion. I won't say that. If that girlfriend never asked me anything, I'd never say anything, ever. What's my reasoning to? What is in my place? No. But if she's asking me, oh, bruv, I'll tell you. So anything I say to anybody, everyone's like, talks to people about, I'll tell you to your fucking face if you really want to hear it. It's all about timing, in my opinion. It's all about when is the right time. If I just found out your fucking uncle's died, I'm not going to go, oh, by the way, you're a fucking cunt and X, Y, Z, right? It's all about timing, you know? But no. Like, no, not if you've done the check-in. I would have been like, Bob, mate, I checked in with you. I said, do you know what the fuck is going on? Do you know what it's like? Are you aware of this? Right? And the same kind of with Tinder. If you've palmed them off, it's been a bit like, oh, I didn't know, oh, how funny we've matched, blah, blah, blah. And then nothing, yeah? Unless she contacts you, unless something fucking arises, don't go sticking your nose in causing a drama. But if she's been a detective, if someone is asking you if you know, yeah, I fucking know. I'll stand to it. I was there. I asked you, mate. I asked you. You're only a shit stirrer if you don't really speak to your mate at the time or before, after, you know what I mean? And then it all goes fucking tits up, in my opinion. But, like, I always do a check-in. I've done a check-in many a time. And my mate's girlfriends don't know what I've seen, right? But I checked in. I said, you know what you're doing, yeah? Yeah? And you know if she asked me, I ain't lying for you, bruv. Yeah. Okay, cool. Sound. Wicked. And I've also had times where guys have gone, fuck, Jem, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, mate, what the fuck are you doing? And that kiss has not turned into a fuck, it's just turned into a slight snog on the dance floor, and my mate's now feels fucking terrible the whole time, which is, cool. But, like, you've got to have 6 one half and the other. So I'd say the same, unless it's if it's a sneaky body shot, right, depends how much you fucking like or dislike the person, or how cunty you want to be, right? But if there's, like, if it is literally the sneaky, like, T, like, just an initial or an M, right, and then a body shot, so you couldn't tell who it was, right? Like what I was saying about the couples thing, but that's different because you're doing it together, right? And it's all a bit sneaky, and then they're continuing to pester you. I'd be like, mate, do you want to wind your fucking neck in? Because it would piss me off a bit. They're proper seeking it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I just can't be bothered with the drama, mate. But it's a bit. I need a bit more information on this to kind of work further with what I'm working with to give better advice, I think. Anyway, I've ranted on a bit. They were the first kind of 3. I hope that little bit of advice gives you some ideas of what I think about things. And I'll be uploading one on a subject very soon. Over and out, guys. However, guys, remember, I did say on a couple of episodes ago, I am looking for outro people. I want to promote other people on this podcast. So if you're an artist, a musician, something, send me 15 seconds, 20 seconds of something where I can be like, and now we're going to listen to XYZ at the end. Just to promote some of you other people or a website or whatever. Just send it my way. The email is lies, Lies, I don't care, @gmail.com. So please send me questions or anything else you've got, or if you want to ask me some questions, you can. I'm getting down the Q&A on the go. Or if you've got any outros or something you think I should just tell everybody about that's amazing at the end of every one of my podcasts. And remember, guys, guess what? You're all amazing. And anything's a dildo if you try hard enough.